Yes, hi, hello! Welcome to my very first sketchbook flip-through. I have no idea how this works, so enjoy my awkwardness and let's begin. From now what you can see, I have some of my sketchbooks prepared on display, but for this video, I will be flipping only through one of them. I believe I've started the sketchbook in around 2017. I don't remember because I haven't ever written any dates, but for the starters what you can see, it's my OC Daeun, which is basically a K-pop OC, and for this one I kind of wanted to give her new clothes, but never colored it, sadly. Next up is my OC Minsu, also a K-pop OC with kind of casual clothes, because he has way too many clothes in his closet. At least this one is colored with markers. Next up is kind of a challenge or something, that one on Tumblr of witches. When you have lists and you basically draw whatever witch they suggest you to. For this is a basic witch, a familiar, working place, and an altar. I am planning to do a coloring book on these, so I'm not coloring in these yet. Next up is, I believe it was a commission? Yeah, it should be a commission back in 2017. It's a furry OC called Chan. I have no idea who ordered it, but it should be somewhere in DA. What we have next is my OC Cress. He was an angel boy, a very sweet angel boy with tragic destiny, but I came to love him way too much to give him tragic things most of the times. Plus, he has a hanahake, which is why there's a rose there and petals. This fella right here is a co-owned OC called Marlene. I own her together with Trinanigans from DeviantArt, and most of the times we actually forget she exists, but on rare occasions it's kind of fun to draw her. And here, my dudes, is a species called MTTs. Species that are created by Anicron from DeviantArt, and these are my babies. Well, this one is actually co-owned with Trinanigans again. His name is Kairos, and he's a baby of my OC Kyle and her OC Theo. And this is Norse God, one of the darkest OCs I've ever owned. Here is seriously old OC, I believe his name was Jun. Well, obviously it's K-pop OC, no surprise to me, no surprise should be to you, because I love K-pop. And I should draw him more, I love his hair. Next up is, I think these were free requests I made on Discord group of obviously MTTs. This one is Alice, this one is Whimsy, as obvious, because of the names. And this one belongs to Electrokinetic, and this one's to Starbound Spectre. And this one is Norse God, in his almost human form, because that's how MTT looks. I've never got to color him, sadly, but maybe someday I will. Maybe. This one was also a free request, but I haven't written his name, and I have no idea who he was. I just know that it was from Discord group, and I promise if I find the owner I will at least write it in the description of this video. Next up here is a sketch I've made when I was at the lake with my best friend and her other friends. Basically these four are them, and this one is my best friend. These other four just girls I met that exact day, and I can't say I am that good of a friends, but just acquaintances. But still, that was a fun day. And we're back with the witches stuff. Basically, here are witchcraft tools of my imagination. A Book of Shadows, because I love those tiny little things on the corners, I just drew them. And an Apprentice of the Witch you've seen before. What up next is also witches. And from here on, there should be a little bit more of witches that are not tools or something, but already destined witches, which is like Wiccan Witch, Hermit Witch, and Storm Witch. These are also my interpretations, so I have no idea how would you guys do that. And welcome! This is my baby Lucas. I adore him even now, and he has quite some tragic history with these things, because that's how actually he looks like. Thanks to one of the illness, and thanks to my brain, I have no idea how that illness is called right now. I can't even remember. But you know, he managed to heal up at least, not to these bony things. He's healthier right now, and has short hair for now. He will grow up later. Also, this is Tim Burton-ish style, this is Steven Universe style, and this is Adventure Time style. That's obvious. And once again, baby Lucas. He's my pure love. I have no idea why I'm not drawing him anymore. Lucas again, and this one I believe is... yeah, it is colored in digital, and I will show it on screen when I will find it. Next up, more witches! Yay! And for now, this is a plant witch, obviously by the plants going all over, sea witch, and witch of fire, which is basically a firebending witch. Haha, no surprise. And more of my OCs. Actually, here I tried a little bit different styles, or at least renderations of styles. This is Jimin, I'm sorry. This one is Taeyong, and this is once again Jerim staring at his boyfriend's picture. Yes, he's in a relationship with a male. First of all, here is a sketch. I actually wanted to do a collab with a person on Discord, but I believe that collab is never happening, so I might try to draw this on my own someday, digitally of course. And here's a simple doodling tutorial I followed, and I seriously don't like this, how this came out. This was simply for learning. Ignore. And more witches, yes. Once again, Healer Witch, Crystal Witch, and Divination Witch. Basically, she should have like different colored hair, obviously a shortened skirt at the same time, because Divination, Crystal Witch should be fairly obvious why, and this is kind of nurse. A witch is a healer and nurse at the same time. And here is kind of my OC Tenshi. I made it into a companion for a Veyron group, for one of my Veyrons, Ilta, and I definitely should draw him more. And yeah, he has a huge sword. More OCs, yay! And here are brothers Adain and Adair. Even I have problems separating which is who, but just know that he's older and he's younger. Possibly Adain and Adair here. Possibly. And here's a gender-bent version of my OC, Ethan. I sincerely like how his hair happens to be here, and it's colored with alcohol markers. Right here is... I think it was either a commission or a request. One of the two. This is not my OC. I will put on a name either in the description or on the video itself. Who is this OC and who he or she belongs to. I have no idea of the gender myself. I am sorry about that. But the hair gradient is still my favorite. Next up, yay, more markers and more OCs. This is Minso and this is Hamin. Basically, they are K-pop OCs in the group 1004, or otherwise called Chunsa, which is basically an angel. And their scene names are Hamlet and Blackjack, as should be fairly obvious from their shirts. And this is their debut appearance, at least in my imagination. In my head world, that is. So yeah, also colored in markers. Here is actually one of my OCs, Jie, I think. I haven't used her for a long time, so I might have misspelled her name. Also, her original design was created by Cutes on DeviantArt. I will put the link in the description. As well as this style originally actually came from, I believe, Hentai Slime from Instagram. I sincerely loved how she drew the lips and the eyes, so I definitely wanted to try it out myself. And I colored it with markers, as well as that white gel pen helped a little bit with the shines and everything else. Next up, also in the same style as before, is my K-pop OC Daeun, the one you saw on the very first page. And this is her scene attribute. She despises skirts, so that's why I gave her shorts. And I kind of love this outfit. Want it myself. Next up is Lishi. Well, actually, she's a K-pop OC as well, but she's actually Chinese. And the look that you can see here, I mean the outfit, not the OC, is created by Sounds Like Balloons on DeviantArt. And actually, I sincerely like how this came out. And I have no idea why she is holding that card, possibly for the surprise factor or something of the sort. And more OCs. Yay! This is actually CEO of CS Entertainment I've created myself. Basically, this is an entertainment that makes K-pop things. Well, idols, actors, models, or something of the sort. And he's a CEO of it because his father kind of gave it to him. And his name is Cobalt, or in short, Kobe. Plus, the fun fact of him that he is completely colorblind and cannot see any color at all, which means he sees the world only in black and white. And yay, my baby Lucas again. I believe I've just watched Tangled back then and wanted him to have the same, well, kind of the same braids like the Tangled main hero had. But I kind of like how this came out. And this is, I believe, was the time when my style changed a lot, which is not the very fun day in my life. Anyway, this is my OC Zaga, and I actually decided to change his looks completely, which is why I gave him the tattoo, shortened his hair, and gave him completely different outfit. Next up is my Taoshi species OC. I don't remember who exactly created Taoshis, but I will put obviously into the description or on the screen. And this was one of the events or contests or the mission of the sword, where you need to draw your Taoshi in Halloween attribute, reacting to what happened if everybody got first places. Well, basically, he wasn't very happy. Plus, I don't remember his name. Li Xiao, possibly? I will put it on the link and we'll show the reference on the screen as well. He's a baby. And this is, I believe, was one of the commissions. I don't remember his name, I don't remember who owns it, but I will definitely put it somewhere on the screen or somewhere of the sort. But this was a chibi colored with markers commission, I think. I don't trust my memory that much. Next up is OC, no wonder, and also a gender bend. This is actually my Serendipity group, RP group OC Namhyun, Korean obviously OC, which I tried to make it into a female, just for the sole purpose of how he would look like as female. It's interesting, but not to my suiting. Here up is actually, I think it was a birthday gift from Short Shadow on DeviantArt. This is actually my OC Jerem you've seen before, and this is his boyfriend, Jihwan. They are a thing from quite some time ago, and basically, because of those two, I managed to find quite an awesome friend, which I am proud even to this day. And I adore these two, should definitely draw them more. Next up, basically, tryouts of whatever I could do at that moment, because I possibly had an art block. But still, new chibi style, or more like bringing back my seriously old chibi style and making some arrangements, definitely on the eyes and the nose. And this is actually Kairos, the one you've seen before, and this is his human form, yay! And here I actually tried out my calligraphy fan that I received for Christmas. And this was persona of mine. Well, basically me, but I don't have neither this outfit nor this hairstyle anymore. But yeah, it was fun tryout. I still have no idea how that pen works. And here are more tryouts of that calligraphy pen. And this is my Yol OC. Crap, I forgot his name. Oh, it's Solus. Yols also belong to the same head world as MTTs, and it belongs to Anacron. And I love this baby way too much. And I think he was kind of based on Jimin. Well, at least some of the outfits were. And he actually has pink hair from the spring day. Yes, from the spring day era. That's the word I was looking for. And this is my other MTTOC calligraphy. I should definitely censor this finger. I sincerely despise drawing her markings because it's huge pain in the arse. But I do love her to bits. Also, her markings were created by one and only Trinanigans. Yes, she definitely makes my life harder, but I love her at the same time. Well, it's a love-hate relationship, I don't mind. Next up, this was actually a tryout for a Draw to Adopt raffle challenge of some sorts, and I actually managed to get this baby, yay! I called him, wait, what was it called? Blue Papillon, I think. And his MTT name was Morphos. So yeah, he was based on basically blue butterfly, which is why he got the name Bleu Papillon, which is from French blue butterfly, obviously. But yeah, somehow I managed to win him, and I will show his reference I made for the Draw to Adopt entry on the screen a little bit later. Next up is my dearest OC Kwan. Kwan Nugde, which is K-pop OC, should be fairly obvious because of the name. And he also belongs to the same group, which is 1004 or Chunsa, that Hamin and Minsu belong to, that you saw those two OCs before. Here he is in the wintry outfit, which is actually based on my own outfit because I love this jacket myself. But yeah, I love this outfit too much. And here was during the Instagram stream. I was trying to stream traditionally, but somehow I got quite a disturbance on Instagram, but still managed to do these. And I believe then I went to Twitch for traditional streaming. And here you have my OC Cress, which is actually wingless right now, and he also belongs to the same 1004 group. And here I believe is Yuki, also my other K-pop OC, which was originally created by Strawberry Senpai, I believe they are called that right now. Before that it was simply Sei, or that's how I love to pronounce the name, but possibly I'm pronouncing it wrong. So yeah, showing off the apps, I don't mind, have some fan service. Here is my another OC for another RP group called Saltang Village. He is my baby, and I believe his name was I don't remember, I will put it somewhere around. I seriously should stop creating all of the OCs that I cannot remember the names at the moment. But yeah, he's a pure baby. I've just recently bought these colored marking liners, and I tried to make something with it, and I think I kind of succeeded. Also here I managed to finish one of my black markings and had to switch to the other one, which is why these two sides are different shades. Possibly not visible on the camera, but I can see it very well on the light. These are actually next sketches for the witches, but I kind of didn't manage to finish them. This should have been a Death Witch, this should have been a Techno Witch, and this should have been an Urban Witch. Also, I have no idea if camera picks it up or not. There's a yellow blotch in here, and it annoys me to hell, because this is actually the outcome of the black parts on the other drawing. only black managed to slip through the other page like that, and it annoys me to hell, as I said before. Next up is also a sketch I haven't finished. I have no idea who I actually wanted to do it here, but yeah, a sketch is a sketch, doodle is a doodle, and I left it like that. Here was actually an OC for a Pokemon Gijinka mix RP group of something of the sort that doesn't exist anymore. But actually this is an Umbreon and Stantler, I think it was his name, mix. And I made that Gijinka for myself. I will show the finished digital reference on the screen. But yeah, I managed to create him and I still do love him, but I kind of have no use of him. We'll try to use it somewhere. And here's my baby Solus. Should be fairly obvious why he is based on Jimin, because of the fluffy jacket obviously. With colors it should be more obvious, but yeah, I couldn't manage to color it here because I was afraid of I will screw up and such and such and such. And I believe one of the finals, is Jaren and Jihwan. The perfect couple I still adore to this day. Still couldn't color them because I am afraid of failure, because my markers managed to bleed out and ruin everything. But yeah, I actually asked for a short shadow tutorial me on how to draw his hair from the side because I had no idea how to draw it. I still, to this day, have no idea how to draw it. Possibly here I wanted to draw once again either Jerem or Jihwan or Chulsu and Namhyun. One of the two. Just some ship art. Yay, Veyron art. So yeah, basically I've mentioned Veyrons before, and this is how they should look like. I still have no idea how to draw animals, but yeah. This should have been Pangurban here, but he's missing a lot of fluff. I will show the finished actually version of these three sketches somewhere on the screen. This is Pangurban, this is Fortos, and this managed to become Chimaveris, or I just call it Chim. So yeah. Yay, and blank page. Here is a doodle by Trinanigans. When I was at her place and she didn't have any paper with her. Ha ha ha. And here's the very final page of the sketchbook where I test out my markers, what shade they are and such. So yeah, this is the end of the sketchbook. Thank you for staying with me, and I hope you had a fun time watching how I managed to fail on my language, because English is not my very first language and I can't speak to shizzles. Yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully see you next time. Bye!